September 19th marks 2 years since the 2018 Inter-Korean Summit and the Pyeongyang Joint Declaration. But 2 years later, cross-border ties remain deadlocked. On the eve of the anniversary, President Moon Jae-in vowed to continue talks with the North. Dami reports.
2 years after the 2018 Pyeongyang Joint Declaration, the two Koreas remain deadlocked. And their ties are frostier than ever after the North blew up their joint liaison office in June in retaliation for anti-Pyongyang leaflets sent to the North by South Korean activist groups. In fact, inter-Korean relations have been on pause since the Pyeongyang-Washington Hanoi Summit in February 2019, which ended with no deal. Marking the second anniversary of the pact, South Korean President on Friday once again underlined the importance of dialogue and encounters.
2018년 저는 평양에서 김정은 위원장과 함께 평화의 한반도를 향해 나아가겠다고 8천만 우리 민족과 전 세계에 선언했습니다. 만남과 대화에 대한 희망을 포기하지 않는다면 우리는 반드시 평화와 통일의 길로 나아갈 것입니다.
Seoul has also vowed to bring back the achievements of 2 years ago by taking small steps and is calling on Pyongyang to stick to the agreements they've made.
We pledge to achieve mutual progress for the two Koreas, especially in healthcare, disease prevention and climate change, and to bring warmth to inter-Korean relations through talks.
Such efforts also include Yi's recent proposal to upgrade the DMZ into a so-called international peace zone. And watchers note that improved inter-Korean ties greatly depend on the relationship between Pyongyang and Washington.
Whatever gesture North Korea may offer in the coming months, it should be even function of what's going to happen in the United States, especially with the outcome from the November presidential elections.
Despite the lack of progress, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo hinted this week that talks with Pyongyang are ongoing behind scenes. The North has not mentioned this summit anniversary, but South Korea's unification ministry is urging the North to make a decision and return to open-minded dialogue. The ministry also voiced hopes of holding reunions for separated families whenever the North is ready and reopening tours to the DMZ once the pandemic calms down. Dami, Arirang News.